What's up, y'all? Capone Tony here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. So it is Wednesday, which means we did get a new content drop in Ever Crisis. And you know, what did we get? We got new Crash Battle, we got Guild Battles starting up, the mock phase, which I'll do some videos on that as well. But right now, I want to check out the new banner, which is a featured banner. Features Red 13 and Barret. Featured banners, the difference between this and limit break banners for my newer subs is, featured banners, these weapons can be wishlisted after the banners go away. So, you know, for Angeal, this weapon, after this banner leaves, you cannot wishlist this weapon. You have to wait for it to come back eventually, if it ever does. But yeah, let's go into this banner right now for Red 13. He's the only one that got a costume, by the way. They're still neglecting Barret. I don't know why. I love Barret, and I don't know why they don't give him more costumes. But hey, at least we got something for Red, who also gets neglected a lot as well. But hey, I'm happy because Red 13 finally got a new costume. I think this looks pretty cool. It's called the Pilot's Jacket. I like the aesthetics on this one. I like the little red bow right here near his paw. Yeah, the green bomber jacket. Yeah, I think it looks cool. So yeah, Pilot's Jacket. It's got 10 points into heal, and it's got 10 points for this buff debuff extension plus. So this is not like the buff debuff extension stat. This is just like its own separate thing. Get a boost 60% to buff debuff for Red 13. And that's very, very, very good for Red 13 because he has so much stuff that just gets, you know, is helped by buff debuff. He has what? Magic defense up. He has a bunch of elemental debuffs. So like, he has lightning resist down, fire resist down, ice resist down, water resist down, wind resist down. So all that's going to be helped by this buff debuff extension. Also has limit breaks like Sled Fang, you know, magic attack down, physical attack down. So he's got a lot of stuff that's going to be helped by buff debuff extension. And honestly, it's a perfect costume when it comes to Red 13. And also heal, which means his new weapon, the Pilot's Collar, is a healing weapon. And essentially, guys, this is magic defense centipede, which is pretty cool. I mean, kind of been waiting for this for a while, but yeah, it's finally here. So if you're not familiar with centipede, it's Matt's weapon that does physical defense up, AOE, and it also does a magic heal. But Red 13's weapon does magic defense instead of physical defense. So that's pretty much the main difference here. Other than that, the R abilities are a little bit different as well, which I'll go into. So at level 120, OB0, you get 42% healing, AoE to the whole party, magic defense up, mid goes to mid, 10 seconds. So at OB6, it goes to 54%. I think at OB1, the heal will go to 50%, so just so y'all know that. Also, the magic defense is increased from mid to high, so it can actually go to high now at OB6. 40 and 27 when it comes to the buff, or to the heal and the buff debuff extension. The sigil boosts are, the materia slots are magic attack, and heal boost. So heal boost 20% for single target heals, which is pretty cool. And then we get OB10, you'll be at 59% healing, and then a little bit, 2 extra seconds on the duration. It still goes mid to high. 46 and 39 on the R abilities. So the main difference between the R abilities on this and Centipede is they're more standard. So on Centipede, the heal stat is like 62 points. This is 46. But on Centipede, the buff debuff extension is only 26 points, and this is 39. So honestly, I think I kind of like this better because I actually want more buff debuff on this weapon because, you know, the duration is actually kind of low, 14 seconds. So if you get 39 points here, you get 150%, plus his costume would be another, 60%? So you'd be at 210%, which means this thing's going to last you like 40 seconds or so, more than 40 seconds, just with one cast. So, you know, pretty freaking awesome, right? So there's not much to say about this, man. Magic Defense Centipede for Red 13, who's already just an amazing support character. And this costume goes pretty much perfect with his whole kit. Yeah, really, really good. So yeah, let's look at Red 13's kit and see. It's like, oh, what can you combine with this? Well, a lot of stuff, because there's no like, well, you know, just one right weapon you can combine with this for Red 13, because he has so many different weapons that do buff and debuffing. It just depends on what you need for the fight, right? So you can make him a healer that's raising magic defense, and you can equip, let's say, something like, where's Junk Collar? I don't know any of his collars or what they look like, so you have to bear with me here. Come on, junk collar, here you go. So junk collar does magic attack down up to high. You could have this in his offhand, and then you can have this, which raises magic defense up to high and heals at the same time. So pretty sick, right? And then you could, you know, combine this with any of his elemental debuffing weapons. So silver collar, you'll be able to debuff wind resistance, water resistance, while also making him a great healer. That's raising magic defense at the same time. You know, ivy collar as well, fire resist down, ice resist down, seaside collar, thunder resist down. Just kind of depends, you know, what you need for the fight. This one does magic defense down, AoE. Yeah, a lot of different options here for Red 13, but yeah, you kind of get the picture, right? Just kind of depends what you need for the fight, but honestly, yeah, very, very, very good weapon to have. I wouldn't say it's something you want to probably draw on unless you want to get his, unless you really want his costume. Just draw one page and then just kind of wish list this weapon later on, you know, to get this eventually to OB6, because that's where you kind of want to be with this weapon. I mean, it's still usable at like OB1 because you'll get a 50% heal, but the magic defense won't go up to high. But once you get this, the OB6, you'll get much better R abilities, especially that buff debuff. It's going to help the duration last much longer, and the heal stat too is just nice. So yeah, OB6 is kind of where you want to be on this weapon, but the cool thing about it, it is a featured banner, and you can wishlist it, and yeah, that's great. So yeah, great weapon for Red 13, great costume. Am I going to pull on it? You know, probably not, because, again, I got to mention this. It might be next week, it might be 2 weeks, but we're supposed to get a special event, and that special event is probably a crossover, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 16. That's what a lot of people are thinking, you know. So, yeah, if you want to save your crystals and have crystals for that, I would recommend you do that and, you know, pass on this, but... You know, if you want to get this costume, just pull one page, you know, you can do that as well. So, yeah, and you know, the stamp card is still pretty cool again, so if you do want to pull like a couple pages, you can get a bunch of guaranteed weapons along the way. And that will lead us into Barret's weapon right now. So he got the escuteon cannon. Did I say that right? Escuteon? I don't know. But this is a really, really good weapon too, because Barret is also a fantastic support character, very similar to Red 13 and what he's capable of. So this is essentially another variation of Kamura Wand, right? So, but it's a featured weapon now. You can actually wishlist this damn thing, which is pretty amazing. So at OB0120, magic defense is increased AoE, all allies, goes to mid to high. One copy, mid to high, so that's amazing. 70% HP or more, magic attack AoE to the whole party, with a small little heal. 32 magic defense, so you get 45% magic defense to Barret, just making him an amazing tank. And a buff debuff, you know, make this duration last a little bit longer, so that's great too. You get attack, magic attack, and sigil boost. Sigil boost is great. OB6, you're looking at magic defense goes to high right off the bat, so OB6 is really where you want to be for this weapon. OB6 in this, and then you'll get, yeah, magic defense goes to high, 16 seconds, a little bit extra duration, 70% HP or more, you get magic attacks increase, goes to high as well, 40 and 27 on the R abilities, so now your magic defense is going to 60%, buff debuff extension, you'll get 120% bonus, and then at OB10, you are at 4639, so again, 70% magic defense boost to Barret, and the duration goes to 20 seconds on these buffs, so yeah, this is actually a very, very good weapon. Really, really good. This is now the second magic attack AoE weapon. If you have like Tifa already, her anniversary weapon, you know, and you have that in good shape, you technically don't need this, but I still say you would want to have this eventually. Just wishlist it, like, you know, when you eventually do draw on some banners, add this to your wish list, man. You won't regret it, because this weapon and Red's weapon just go perfect with their kits, and they're going to possibly be very clutch for, you know, for some specific in-game fights, very hard content, crash battles, things like that. I'm assuming both of these weapons are going to be, you know, very useful for the whatever the crash is right now, because they both raise magic defense. So yeah, that's my line of thinking right now. not really much negative to say about it. It's fantastic, two fantastic support weapons, great costume for red specifically, and yeah, pretty solid banner. So when it comes to Barret though, like what could you combine with that weapon? And it's the same type of thing. You can raise magic defense, raise magic attack, and then you could just have any of his other support weapons. Just depends what you need on the fight. You could do some debuffing with fire resist down, water resist down with Shark Slayer. You could do magic attack down, physical attack down with electro cannon. You could use this weapon, micro laser, in the main hand, so you can have an AoE heal along with this weapon. Yeah, there's a lot of options here. You could do assault gun if you need magic defense boost and physical defense boost. Yeah, a lot of options here. I think he has something else too that, yeah, you can decrease magic defense with this weapon. So, you know, you just have a buttload of options you can go with. So, yeah, really good weapon. Goes well in his kit. It makes, yeah, gives him more options when it comes to end-game content for both, you know, just Barret and Red 13. So, yeah, really cool. And both these weapons can be wishlisted, which is great. I'm sick of all these limited banners and stuff, and you know we're probably gonna get limited banners next week or in a couple weeks for this crossover that they're doing. So yeah, this is how the game's running now. It seems like they're doing a limited banner every single month now to tie in with the guild battles, which kind of frustrates me because, you know, as a light spending account, I do not, you know, I can't pull on every limit break banner. I just can't do it, you know. So yeah. There you go. That's pretty much my review of this banner. And, oh yeah, also, the HP Shout is still here again. This is like the 4th time it's appeared on a banner, I think. I assume, I think Eric's her limit break weapon's supposed to debut. And it's probably going to be in the next, whatever the crossover is. I'm assuming it's a crossover. We don't, you know, nothing is 100% confirmed yet, but yeah. That's my review of this banner. Are y'all going to pull on this? Are y'all going to pull on Angeal for the guild battle? Are y'all just going to sit tight and wait for this special event that's coming up? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, you guys. If you enjoy my Ever Crisis content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Later.